I'm going to put a preamble, trigger warning for the video you're about to watch. I'm coming to you to let you know my perspective. I've said it in the video you're going to watch. 30 plus, 40 plus years of advocating for people for veterans that have gotten out of service and elected for whatever reason not to take advantage of the benefits that are yours. It's free money, regardless of your economic station. And I figure I'd put this trigger warning out there because somebody's going to watch this and say, you're talking to me. And I've been doing this for a long damn time, people, 40 years. And I have advocated ever since I've been out of the military that, if you're served, you're due benefits, regardless of your economic station. So this is not intended for any one person, but it is intended for all veterans, irrespective of your belief system, BA positive, BA negative, I don't care. You need to take your head out of the proverbial clouds and look at this from a pure monetary economic perspective. And after listening, after doing self-evaluation and see what's due you versus the efforts you expend to get what's due you through the VA system, then make your decisions at that point. But don't shoot the messenger, because I'm telling you the truth. When I look at investing, I look at all the technicals, I look at the fundamentals. I'm an options trader to determine where we're going to put the money to get a return on the investment. You should do that for your family. And because the way the system is set up now in 2024, regardless of all the hassles the VBA makes you jump through to obtain your disability rating, once you've obtained a disability rating, then there's a whole bunch of triggers that happen that enhance your family after you leave the earth. And for every one of you guys and gals watching this, if you don't think that your family, that you're married, your spouse, whatever you want to call them, are due anything from you after you pass away, that's your choice. But why not leave your loved ones in a better place than they were while you were living? Give them a bigger send-off when you're gone. It's all about running the numbers. And after you run the numbers, you still believe your belief system's true. You want to hold on to your beliefs, maybe regardless of how irrational it is. That's your choice. Think about your family. Now, if you're a vet, number one, and you have signed the dotted line, lose your life, liberty, potentially being imprisoned, mental faculties, pieces of the body, the whole 9 yards, and you've got a family, you've got children, the whole 9 yards of what a family unit is. Let me say this to you, and I want you to think about this for you folks that absolutely are anti-VA, anti-government, that don't think you're due anything. Let me tell you something. You need to take that attitude out of the equation because you've got a family relying on you. Why wouldn't you want to get your stuff from the VA? Because when you're gone, all the stuff that we're entitled to, your family gets. And if you're not a rated vet and dies from one of your maladies, your family gets nothing per se other than your insurance or whatever you got for your normal thing. So you are absolutely 100% doing a disservice for your family. 100%. If you are anti-government, anti-VA, and all that, good for you. But are you anti-family, your personal family? Think about that for a minute. You paid the price. You signed up for when you signed up for whatever reason you signed up for when you joined the service, and then you got out for whatever reason. Obviously, all reasonings are yours, but you do have an obligation to your family. And I want to talk to you about that obligation. Let's address some of those things. But before we do, as I've mentioned in multiple platforms, multiple streams I've done with folks and what have you, for all you guys and gals that are veterans out there, you need to do this first and foremost. Let me roll it. Let's get that off there. Didn't want to show you that. That didn't stage. There we go. There we go. All right, I figured it out. Hey, a little on-the-job training here. Sorry I went through that. This is a standard form 180. Let me get to the crux of it. This form right here, you fill out. You want to get all of your medical records. All the standard stuff is there. But what you want to do in section 2 is check DD 214. You can redact it or you can do whatever, so you can read all that. I would do all documents. Let me see if we can get that. Okay, so all documents officially military personnel MPF. You want all that. Click all of your medical records and other, click other. And if you know specifically what your other might be, check that in there. And then for the purpose, now this is voluntary. So if it's for yourself, it's for yourself. If it's for a family member and you have a power of attorney, then what I would say to you is, with a power of attorney, then you can get stuff like not an attorney, not playing one of the TV, as it says on the bottom there. Then the requester. So location. Now you can look through this page. Location military record. So it goes by branch of service. So this is first things first. Send this document, print it, send it. Priority mail, signature required. Send the standard form 180, priority mail, signature required. And the reason behind it is you've got a signature of someone signing it. That you want a paper trail. Digital trails, totally different how you make access to those. I know enough about the digital world. Oops, we never got it. Then you have to go through a whole racket. That could take a long time. You can't argue a paper trail from the USPS that's tracked and signed for by someone's first initial, last name. So without equivocation, you've got somebody's information. Okay. First things first. For all you guys and gals are vets, all the folks that are out. If you don't have them, regardless, even if you have them, submit. If you've been in the system as long as I have, send it and request your records, all of it. I've requested mine twice, and I've gotten additional stuff I didn't get from my first ask. And in fact, the second batch I got had some others' records, somebody else's records, in my stuff. And they didn't redact the SSN, believe it or not. I got 3 or 4 pages from someone else's record, scanned with my stuff. And it's just wonderful. So that's what you want to do, first and foremost. Well, now, once you've got all that stuff done, then you go to either a VSO, Veteran Service Officer, or you can do it yourself. You can do what I said earlier is, get a hold of that Combat Craig, look at his website, and also there's a guy by the name of Dwayne. Let me see, I'm going to pull it up on my other side. I got 3 screens here, so let's see here if I see it pop up in my feed here. His name is Dwayne Kimball, I think. Let me see. Hold on here. Where are you, Dwayne? It's when you want somebody's feed to show up and it doesn't show up. So, yeah, all right, let's do that. Let's keep on scrolling down. So let's do this. Oh, that's not going to work. So let's stop sharing that and let's. Okay, so let's do. I'm sharing. I'm changing, as you can tell. Okay, there we go. So here we have YouTube channel. I've got it on a vertical screen. I mean, I've got one of my monitors turned vertically, so that's why you're seeing it in such a long format. And I've got all the feed stuff that comes through here, and I've got it down to where it's 100%. So, and I want to shout out. It's right here. You can't tell. This is Vigilante Committee, and this is by Cliff Williams. For those folks that don't know him, he's a veteran, Air Force vet. Cliff, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Air Force Army, I think Air Force. So go to his channel. He's always in people's feeds. I'm looking for this guy. I'm going to find him. His name's Dwayne, and I'm going to go through and enough of this damn stuff. You see, YouTube just throws this stuff in, based on it's an algorithm search. Pay attention, as I've told you right here. You're a vet. Pay attention to him for this weekend. I found this Southern Draw Law guy. He's an attorney. Southern. Like in this video, 5 reasons lawyers don't take civil rights cases. It's interesting. So if you want to learn and be in the process of continuously learning, that's one of the channels I've done. I'm going to find where the hell this guy is. It's when you don't want him, when you want him, and he's not in your feed. Because he was in this morning. Yes, I am looking at keto and back in carnivore again. And then it just populates stuff for whatever reason. These algorithms are really bizarre. Okie dokie, I don't see Dwayne in here, which he should have, which is bizarro land. Okay, so that's how that dog votes. Yes, and you saw a little bit about what you saw when I took that off. All right, so we've got the SA, the SF, standard for 180. Google it from the Veterans Administration to populate the areas I told you about. And then what you also want to consider doing, and I'm going to do this right quick. Let's see here. There we go. Let's share the screen again. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go here. Here we go. All right. This is the crux of why you do what you do, people. What does it say there? VA benefits for spouses, dependents, survivors, and family caregivers. Now, I'm going to put this out there. This is not pointed, intended, addressed to anybody in specific. This is a very generic statement. And I'll reiterate it because I said it in the beginning. If you signed up to risk your life, liberty, your body, your marriage, missing kids' games, every aspect of what happens to us guys and gals in the military who've served and have been through this proverbial system, regardless of how you feel about the government, regardless if you don't like the VA, you need to quit thinking about and being selfish and thinking about yourself. You really need to think about your family. Because when you're gone, outside, regardless if you've got a job, got an insurance policy, that'll probably go to your family, your kids, your wife, whatever relationship you're in, okay? Fill in the blanks. But the case being, you have a significant other for a reason. You've been with them for a while for a reason. Hello? What flight are you home? So why in the hell wouldn't you want to do something to protect your family? To me, and look, I'm a 67-year-old guy, baby boomer, who looks at life through a long eyes. I've been around for a while. Gray hair means I've just been around a while. Pre-internet, I can actually say that. I said this the other day. Still blows me away. Pre-internet. If I showed you all my phones, so will sometime. I saved almost all my phones, except my back phone. I've got a collection of smartphones from back when they were kind of smart. I even used a BlackBerry. Go figure. If it was new, I'd get it. That's just, my wife hated it. I could hear her all the years. Why do you need that? Why do you need that? But that's much wonderful just to have a great, wonderful relationship. So you do what you do for your mates, guys and gals. So getting back to this, you need to quit being selfish. Because if you don't go out and get what you're due, you're a selfish person. You are absolutely 100% disrespecting your family. Did I say that out loud? Not intended for anybody. If it's a singing to you, singing to your heart, maybe your heart need to be sung to. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking of anybody when I'm saying this. I've just talked to
hundreds and hundreds of people over the years. And I hear the same bloody story. Now I've become point more educated on what's available. I don't have children. I got a fur buddy. That's my son, 14-year-old fur buddy. And I got a wife, no kids. So, but I want to make sure my wife's is in a good spot. You know something, veterans, if you get rated, the key is once you get that form filled out, you got all your docs. And if you haven't made the point to get yourself rated, either do it yourself, refer to my live stream I did earlier today, being the 17th of May. I talked about Combat Craig and a guy named Dwayne, D-W-A-N-E Kimball, K-I-M-B-L, black guy, retired Army vet, and retired VA Raider. See, if you understand one aspect of what you're looking for, your maladies, what you're due, and sit down with a paper and pen. If you've not done that, you're thinking about getting rated, take a pen and paper, put everybody to bed if they're that young, and just get in your own mind and write down every bloody thing is wrong with you. Whether you think it's service connected or not, everything to the date, to today's date. And then you can work backwards. Study and listen to Combat Craig. On YouTube. All this free information is absolutely phenomenal. It'll help you get some saying. And then once you've learned, then you go to Dwayne Kimball's YouTube channel, D-W-A-Y-N-E Kimball. I don't know, it's not the name of his channel. It's got some alphanumerics in there, and then the name, I just can't, it escapes me. But Dwayne Kimball, retired Army or Army veteran, and retired VA Raider. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to study these things because, again, once you become the keyword educated and knowledgeable of what's due you and your family. You know, there's a story about a spider monkey. Let me share with you how by you refusing to help your family, you're a spider monkey. Let me give you the analogy. A spider monkey is a long-armed, small-fisted monkey. Prehensile tail, whole 9 yards. You know how you catch one? You take a coconut, you drill a hole in the coconut, just big enough where that monkey's hands can fit in. You put his favorite food in there, either banana, whatever, inside the coconut. You affix the coconut to a tree, however you're going to affix it. I affix coconuts when I used to get coconut crabs in Guam. I'm talking about these ugly, just god-awful looking, big, huge crabs, land crabs that open and husk coconuts. Good eating, actually. When you're out on post, you cook them up. I mean, I said that out loud. Yes, I cook crabs on post. But you catch the spider monkey very simply. Once that coconut's affixed to the tree, the monkey reaches his hand in, grabs the banana, and you know how you capture the monkey? You walk up to it and you grab him off the coconut. Take the coconut with you. He ain't gonna let go. Why? Because the banana, he wants the banana. That's his belief system. That's his either, I don't like the government. I'm going to keep my beliefs the way they are. That's fine. You know how how the monkey can get away from you? Everybody knows this. Releases the hand, slides it out of the coconut, either bites you or runs off, and he's gone. So your thoughts, your beliefs, your just adamant thought processes, wherever you're at on the spectrum, about not wanting to have the government pay you what you are absolutely 100% entitled to, you're a spider monkey with grasping the fruit. And you're forgetting the big picture if you're married. If you're single, I understand. But if you're married, you got a family, you got grandkids, guess what, guys? You owe it to your generations to follow you. Bottom line, if you don't take the time to do this, you're crazy. That's all I'm going to tell you. You know, you're just a crazy person that just, you know, your belief system override common sense when it comes to taking care of family. I said this, and I had this attitude when I used to sell insurance 40 years ago. I used to just rag on people that they were putting their sports ahead of their families' financial interests when it was coming to dealing with insurance. So this website is on, you know, va.gov, family-member-benefits, family members. But look at this. And let me see. get it to where you can see. Okay, so we've got this enlarged. We've got it enlarged. So you can see what's going on. Let's enlarge a little bit more. Okay, let me see if I can make this all smaller. Bear with me while I play with it. The layout. There we go. Out. Let's not do that all the way. Okay. So let me just take this off. Script. Full pay. Full deal. There we go. Look at this. Healthcare. You know, again, where you're at. How do you determine if your family, your spouse, dependents, could qualify for some healthcare? Hello. If you don't know, read here. Education and training is really key. You know, get second generation, all this for the spouse, dependent children, surviving spouse, and surviving child. Education and training. Do you know that could potentially be available to you? Let's go as far as the employment for the spouse in this. Look at this. Find out how to get free educational career counseling if your dependent family member who is eligible for VA education benefits. How do you know if you're available unless you try? Vocational rehab, chapter 31. That, I think it's chapter 31. That's an education aspect. Free education if you qualify to fit into that deal. You know, we're getting into life, health, loan, financial counseling, life options. Again, look at all this available for them. Go through this. Burial benefits, memorial items, survivor's pension. Do you qualify? Look at this. Compensation for surviving spouse and dependents. Died in the line of duty, survivor vet who died from a service-related injury or illness. That's what I told you. May be able to get tax-free monetary benefit called DIC. Do you know if your family follows that? You need to look through this if you have it, guys. Let me just tell you, I'm going to be flat up with you. If you got a loved one, if you are a family man, family person, and you have somebody you absolutely love and you want to leave them all off, leave them in a hell of a lot better place than they are now. And if you're in a good spot now, God bless. Give them extra. You know, read through what's available to you because it's important. There's just a lot of stuff that you can do. And people, I got to be honest, you know, some people just say, I don't want to do it, and that's fine. That's your choice. You know, who am I? I'm just some guy on YouTube, an old guy that's just saying, hey, these are my thoughts, my ideas. So I hope I haven't made anybody mad. That wasn't my intent. But if the shoe fits, wear it. Because that's what's called down here in South Texas, West Texas, that's called cowboying up. That's admitting that you're going to have to get over yourself. You know, the biggest challenge we have is getting over ourselves. I'm one of them, and I can say that out publicly. My wife's, let me see, is she over there nodding in agreement? Absolutely, she's in her world, nodding in agreement, or ignored me, one of the two. So, guys, it's important. You got a family, you owe it to your family. We'll say this again. You owe this to your family. If you got all these maladies you don't know you've got, you get rated, you start exploring, it might take you a year or two. But after you get all those documented and you got your back pay and, you know, all that tax-free money, run the numbers, dude. I'm going to tell you, dudes, dudettes, run the numbers. You know, it just amazes me. People don't actually put pen to paper to figure out, you know, what kind of bank account with a lump sum of cash should I have in order to spin off interest only my compensation benefits. The dollar figure you get all 9 yards. People don't do that till you see it in writing by your own hand. You're going to change your ideas. And if you just decide to be that spider monkey and you ain't getting a hold of it, you ain't letting go of it in it, God bless you. It's your world. You know, I'm from the school. Hey, I just drop little nuggets out there. If someone really thinks it's important, they're going to move on it, or they're going to see I'm some crackpot. I'm not a crackpot. You got to run the numbers. And if you ignore the numbers and you continue to be the way you do, you need to have a checkup, the mental from the head up. Especially if you're aware and cognizant that all this free stuff is available to your family and your kids. You know, unless you just don't want them attached, you want to live out in the wild. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if you want to be, off the grid, nobody finds you, self-sufficient, and I don't want anybody to know about me. I'm off the grid. The government doesn't know me. That's your choice. I mean, you are. Anybody's free to do what they want, obviously. So, since I've alienated some of y'all, not my point. I just wanted you to think about it because to me, I told my wife, "Hey, look, you're going to get X more." You know something? If I become totally where I can't move because of any of my problems, my wife could actually get $35,000 a year to take care of me additionally. If I appoint her, did you know that? Whatever that amount is, there's going to be people checking me. Whatever the amount is on May 17th, I don't have a clue. 3,000, 3,400, 30, 20. I don't know exactly the exact figure, somewhere along those lines. But regardless, it's tax-free money for having somebody take care of you if you're immobile and you can't do certain things for yourself. Hello, that's part of your benefits. If you're a vet and you're rated and you've got everything into it, you owe it, you're due it. You take all what we're due and you put it in a big, huge lump sum, figure out the cash, that amount of dollars it would generate to spin up any type of benefits that we're talking about. Significant, guys. Gals, be honest with yourself. Ranted enough. You guys have a good one. God bless America. God bless our troops, and we are out of here.
Butt hurts pretty bad.
You know, it does, Dana. It really does.
Well, you know what? I have some good news for you. There's this new product out there just for this sort of thing. It's called butt hurt cream.
Okay.
Yeah. Butt hurt cream it's like this new medicine and it really helps you out when you get a bad case of butt hurt. You know, trolling got you down, Republicans getting to you.
Wow. It happens to me literally all the time.
I know. I mean, your butt really takes a beating. I mean, it's like your butt is really getting worn out. I've never seen a butt take so much abuse. I mean, your butt is like a welcome mat.
I get the picture.
All right, so all you have to do is squeeze out 2 fistfuls of butt hurt cream and you just apply it directly to the hurt area.
Oh yeah? 2 fists?
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I gotta tell you, I used the cream and it really helped a lot.
Good, because you were becoming insufferable.
Wait, what?
Wait, don't get all butt hurt again. But you know what? If you do, use butt hurt cream today. Butt hurt cream is a topical treatment and should not be used internally. People who are pregnant, nursing, or could become pregnant should not use butt hurt cream. Butt hurt cream should not be used in conjunction with or supplementary to similar products such as aspirin for feelings, sour grape rash cream, snark guard panty shields, or Midol. If after application butt hurt persists for more than 4 hours, please contact a job counselor because you're in the wrong business. Butt hurt cream is a controlled substance in the state of Utah but is available for free from any government office in the states of California and New York. Do not watch MSNBC for at least 5 hours after using butt hurt cream or at any other time.